That's a nice song. When you see me dance, dance like a winner, man. Edson Mitchell, Jamo, good morning to you, bro. Rastiba and family, Mami Livers, Moyaki and family, how do you do? Mama Ken, my partner Debbie, what's up, bro? And the family, everything good? When you see me dance, I dance like a winner, man. I have to sing that song in the church one of these days.
Come on, I want to see you get your shoes on. Come on, come
on. Nice. It's 27 minutes on to 7 o'clock. Good morning to you. How are you doing this morning? All those of you who are locked on at this time and always to the best network in the land, the GBN. Yeah, good morning to Team GBN. Good morning. Entire GBN family, man. Good morning. Mary Banks says good morning. Catherine Phillip, good morning. Good morning, Innocent. Lydia Cameron, good morning, Innocent. It's a freezing Thursday morning. That's your choice, darling. Come home where the sun is always shining bright. Barbara Charles, good morning. Have a blessed day. Thanks, and same to you. Yulin says good morning, Gordon. Good morning, everyone. Blessings to all for a thankful Thursday. Have a wonderful, safe day ahead, everyone. Wendy Williams, good morning, Mr. Joseph. God bless you. Have a blessed day. Same to you, my friend. Yolan Swan says, Mr. Joseph, good morning to you. Good morning, Grenada, Karakupidi Matnik. Let us continue to praise God always. Good morning to my friend Janice Griffith in England. She's in London, yeah? Janice, good morning. Cameron Andrew, good mornings, my colleagues. Leave out the them this time, right? All those of you in the diaspora, good morning. Those of you who, wherever you are and you're preparing for, our independence celebrations, well, things turning up. Jillian McIntyre, good morning, everyone on live. Jennifer Lawrence, good morning, innocent viewers and listeners. Erlin, good morning to you. How are you doing, my friend? All is well? Nice. Folks, have you noticed that Christmas is really gone? All the fuss that we made, man, look, nobody's talking about Christmas anymore. The music is not being played anymore, man. Is it a case where too much emphasis is placed on Christmas? I mean, I'm talking about the commercialization of it. A whole hullabaloo. The folks inside of Lacaloom in St. David, good morning to you. Wester Hall, Johnny and the guys, good morning. Calavini, good morning. Lovely, it's 24 minutes on to 7. Windsor Forest is also in the building. Good morning to Miss Valerie Farray and the household. Yeah, how do you do? Kashi, you good? Nice. Monoripo and the guys, good morning. The McQueens inside of just by John Dick Hill, good morning. The two brothers, good morning to you all. How are you doing? Partners, everything good? Nice. Pedmotar, good morning. Mr. James Lewis and the Country Cold Store, good morning to you. Management and staff. Lovely. The word of the day today, it is an adjective. It is the word axiomatic. Axiomatic. A-X-I-O-M-A-T-I-C. Like I said, it's an adjective. It's a describing word. Now, axiomatic is a formal adjective that describes something, usually a statement, that is understood as obviously true, such that it is or should be taken, such that it is or should be taken for granted. Blind trust. Yeah, let me take that again. Axiomatic. It's a formal adjective that describes something, usually a statement that is understood as obviously true, such that it is or should be taken for granted. Nice. Now here's how we can use the word in a sentence. It is axiomatic that successful athletes are not just talented, but have put in years of dedicated training. Nice. Training and keep fit. Good morning to Team Six Senses, Grenada. Last suggest to be precise, Six Senses has really, lifted the entire morale of St. David, man. Everyone is looking forward to the grand opening, and so too am I. Great things are in store. Good morning to Thomas and the entire team at Six Senses. Miss Brown, good morning to you. How you doing, Karen? You all right? Nice. Understand all you had a real good exercising session yesterday, boy. Nice. Reaching out now and saying good morning to the folks from Mount Agnes. Good morning to Red Bull and the family, the entire vicinity there. The folks going up the hill, Mount Agnes area. Good morning to Esther and family coming down the hill. Good morning to Dougie and family. Pomrose, good morning. Good morning, Pomrose. Good morning, Latant. Good morning, Crushu. And I'm coming to Cafe, right? Cafe, good morning. Good morning, Nadisha and family. Bacolet, good morning. Kitty Cat, Alwyn. The Sandersons, good morning. Nakita Baldhead. Sanderson, what's up? Ryan, good morning, and the entire household. All right, it's time for the thought of the day. And listen to this one. It says, the biggest risk is not taking any risk. In a world that's changing quickly, the only strategy that is guaranteed to fail is not taking risks. You have to take risks. And that quote was by Mark Zuckerberg, Facebook guy. Took a lot of risk, and here he is today. One of the richest men in the world. 20 minutes on to 7 o'clock. The biggest risk is not taking any risk. In a world that's changing quickly or rapidly, the only strategy that is guaranteed to fail is not taking risks. Take some calculated risk, man. Or sometimes you just have to open up and just go blindly. That's not risk, that's faith. Yeah. Woban, good morning to you. Manjalu, good morning. I'm going up to the north of the island saying good morning to Shantimel and the surrounding areas. Union, Davy, Duquesne. Nice. Howdy do? Apritut, good morning. Yeah, partner tell me yesterday if you find a calling Apritut name again. I joke, matter what. Apritut will always be part of me for more reasons than one. Partner Peck and family, good morning. Cruz. Yeah. Nice. Good. Central, good morning. Thebaid. Belial. The Maxwell family, good morning. Auntie, and how they do the entire household? Teacher Mary, the critical eye, good morning to you. How you doing? Chinese and family, good morning. Lassa Jess. Yeah, Coles Gap. Skinny. Lovely. Let's see what's buzzing this morning, yeah? What's buzzing this morning? All right, tragedy strikes as a father of 3 loses home in a devastating fire. I did not hear about that. This is the first time I'm hearing that. When did that happen now? Christmas is gone. We have to be more cautious and careful. Don't know the circumstances, but bro, I feel your loss. All shall be well. Yep. Good. What else is buzzing? The Minister of Education, Honorable David Andrew, has dismissed claims by the main opposition party, the NNP, that elected members of parliament were excluded from Monday's symbolic independence pinning ceremony. So they told a fib. They lied. Is that the case? I know there'll be a rebuttal coming. Politics, politics. Some good news for carnival lovers, right? Calypso lovers, to be precise. The March Grass Show is back. Spice Mass Corporation has revealed on its Spice Mass 2024 calendar of events that this iconic event is going to be held on August 11th. That's Sunday, August 11th. Now, one question comes to mind. Mr. Cecil Noel, my partner, what's going on? Humble youth man. Good morning to you and the family. Where will it be held? Will it be in Progress Park? I hope. We have more Calypso lovers in St. Andrew, yeah? You know that. So, the March Gras fine. Progress Park? Yes. I hope so. Don't quote me as saying that, it will be in Progress Park, but I'm hoping that it is, because I think the level of participation and attendance, yeah, Progress Park is the place. And hurry up with the Sea Moon Cultural Center, man. All right, folks, let me tell you that this morning I will be joined by Assistant or Deputy Commissioner of Police, my good friend Vanny Corwin. We'll be talking on a multiplicity of events and topics. So we'll look forward to that, and subsequently we'll see what time we have that we can engage you in conversation, all right? I know Vanny very well. He's going to entertain your calls and concerns. Yep, I have some questions to pop on him too. I've seen something happening in the St. Paul's area. You understand what I'm saying? When he come, I will talk to him one-on-one on that first. Because I traverse this area all the time. I want nobody, interfering with me. So I'm going to raise my concerns. Good morning to Inspector Leon McQueen. As a matter of fact, I had to talk to you about that too. Yeah, Leon McQueen and the officers at the St. Paul's Police Station, Keturah. Good morning. How you doing? Keep up the good works, bro. Yeah, it's being recognized. Nice. Keep it up. Good morning, Sister Meryl McQueen. How do you do? Zilon. AJ, good morning. Princess, good morning. The neighbors next door. Bernard and the family. Miranda and family. Screamer, good morning. Folks, we've got to take that break now. It's time for us to head on to the AM edition of news, sports, and the weather here in Classic. Those of you who are on the television platform, we've got a rebroadcast of last evening's television news. Let me see, before I run off, who else is here? All right. Okay. Nice. Sharon Bartholomew, good morning, y'all, all the way from Northern Virginia, where it's cold. Minus 10 degrees today. Ooh, that's nice. Ann Fletcher says, good morning to everyone. Have a blessed day. Shutter skull, my partner. Wagwan. You good? All right, have a good one, David. Elsa Francis, good morning, everyone. Have a wonderful and blessed day. Richard Benjamin, good morning, bro. Good morning, Richard. Donalyn Alexander, good morning to everyone. Bernadette Robinson, good morning from Southern Virginia. Okay, so one is in the north, one is in the south. Bernadette, what is the weather like in Southern Virginia? Margaret Alexander, good morning, Mr. Joseph and my Grenadian people. Itchy Princess Felix. Good, I know him in there. Nice thought for the day, so says Yulan. All right, good morning, Mr. Gordon. Have yourself a blessed day. Remember Jesus at the center of it all. Yes, definitely. Razum, my brother from another mother. Good morning to you and the family. Derisa, Dero, good morning. You think it easy to take it easy? Morning, Jahim and Karim and the two little girls. Well, I understand there's a third one now. Yes, Gordon, very interesting guest on your program this morning. Yeah, Vanny, they waited on you, boy. But nonetheless, folks, we've got to do that break. We've got the AM edition of News, Sports, and the Weather. Stick with us. We'll be back on the flip side of 7.
to help you to your feet. I'll be that beacon to your highest peak. I'll be right next to you, no, I will never leave. Come on, take my hands, we got everything we need. Cause you can look to me whenever you're in need. Just call on me and I'll be on my way. I'll be by your side, never to divide. The light that shines our way. Wherever your road leads, we'll be right there with you. Wherever your road leads, we'll make your dreams come true. Next side, next side, next side, right next to you.
Nexa Credit Union, with you wherever your road leads.
Good evening. This is GBN's News at 7. Tragedy strikes Dudmore St. David as family of 6 loses home to devastating fire. Rena Pierre-Thomas has more in this story.
Yeah, we know. Yeah. Yes. Yeah, we know. Yes. Don't mind that. Yes. We know. Chill.
That was the sight of a father overwhelmed with grief, breaking down in tears as he witnessed the complete destruction of the place he once called home. In a heart-wrenching incident around 1 p.m. today in Dunbar, St. David, a family of 6 experienced a devastating loss as their home was engulfed by a fierce fire. The fire, which broke out in the back bedroom, quickly engulfed the residents, leaving little chance for the family to salvage their belongings. By the time firefighters arrived, the home could not be saved. As the flames were extinguished, the reality of the situation set in for the family. The father, visibly shaken, expressed his deep sorrow over the loss. Neighbors and community members rallied together to offer support and emotional assistance to the devastating family. A next-door neighbor who preferred to be off camera said the fire was started by the 3-year-old boy in the family who was playing with matches while the mother was cooking in the kitchen.
I was inside with my son and I heard Tasha bawling, oh God, Charles, what you do? And then when I came outside, I see her taking water from the drum, pelting it inside because the fire starts inside in the back room, and then it came outside to the fridge and whatnot. And then my mother-in-law came down and the neighbor Teddy came down, and we also started throwing water on the house and also my mother-in-law's house for him not to catch. Yes, and she always have to hide stuff from him because he's so troublesome. He has the cold, that's why he didn't go to school. Because COVID surfacing again, so.
The mother sustained minor burns during the chaotic evacuation as she attempted to look for her son, who she assumed was still in the house, but thankfully he was not. The neighbor disclosed that she had to seek medical attention.
Tasha went back inside. She actually got burned on the side of her hip. I called her to pull her out. I said, don't go back inside there. And she started to bawl and say, Charles. I thought Charles was in the house. Maybe she thought Charles was in the house too, but Charles ran by Teddy, the neighbor.
Meanwhile, officers within the Parliamentary Office of St. David visited the family to coordinate efforts to provide immediate assistance. The family is in dire need of clothing and other items that can be contributed. The children are 10, 7, 6, and 3 years old. Rena Thomas, GBN News.
Opposition leader Dr. Keith Mitchell's proclamation that there is a presence of ISIS, the Islamic State of Iraq and Syria, registered in Grenada has sparked controversy in some quarters. The statement made on Monday's Beyond the Headlines has raised eyebrows and concerns. However, the ambassador for Diaspora Affairs has since swiftly responded, dismissing the claim as misleading. Nisha Peters tells us more. Education Minister David Andrew has vehemently dismissed claims by the main opposition New National Party, NNP, that elected members of Parliament were excluded from Monday's symbolic independence pinning ceremony at secondary schools across the country.
Minister Andrew shed light on the issue in an interview with GBN News on Tuesday, explaining that the last-minute event was held under the ambit of the Ministry of Education. Responding to the opposition's claim, the government minister said, and I quote, "There was no direct need to have all opposition MPs involved, given that there are allocations and allotments afforded for all of them," end quote. Meanwhile, Ambassador for Diaspora Affairs, Terence Forrester, added his voice to the widespread debate that ensued following Monday's symbolic ceremony during GBN's To The Point program on Wednesday morning. Forrester further dismissed claims that the 50th anniversary pins are for sale.
No, these pins are for free. So the continuation of misinformation is really a sad and desperate attempt to destabilize and to create misinformation in the minds of people. Now, I'm not saying every student may have gotten a pin, but the intention is for every student in every school to receive a pin, which symbolizes the 50th anniversary of independence. So if any student did not receive a pin on the day that the government representatives would have been there to, give out those pins, then they will have it eventually. So to make an issue out of a non-issue and to top it up to say that students are being charged $5 is tantamount to national mischief.
Gail Purcell, head of Secretariat for the National Organizing Committee, explained the distribution process for the 50th anniversary pins, which are considered a gift from the government to the people of Grenada.
The intention is to have pins available to each citizen of the country. So starting with the schools, that was intentional to start at that level. So now that we have commenced the school level and certainly people are interested in also securing their own, we're making our way through the country. So we have started distribution to the various offices. Our parliamentary offices will be utilized as one of the outlets for securing individual pins. So all the parliamentary offices will have a stock of pins for distribution. In addition, we are working along with the Postal Corporation to utilize some of their sub-offices as well as an avenue for receiving individual pins. So the distribution is starting to filter through from today. So I expect by tomorrow, for the latest, all of those locations should have their stock available.
She further reiterated that the commemorative pins are being distributed to all parliamentary offices, including members of the opposition. For GBN News, I'm Nisha Paul.
Dimanche Gras makes a comeback on August the 11th. Rena Pierre-Thomas will tell us more.
In a much-anticipated turn of events, Spice Mass Corporation is set to host the grand return of the Mardi Gras as part of Grenada's 2024 Carnival activities, a promise made in 2023. The traditional date for the cultural event was changed, but will make a triumphant return to August 11th, 2024, the Sunday preceding the climax of Carnival activities. This was revealed on the 2024 Spice Mass calendar of events posted Tuesday on the corporation's official Facebook page. The decision to revive this iconic carnival component is in response to the passionate appeal from local Calypsonians who have longed for the revival of this tradition. President of the Grenada Professional Association of Calypsonians and Tent is Finley Jeffrey.
So the news that the Marchika will be back this year is really, really welcome. We are very, very happy that this is back because really and truly the Marchika is a staple in the whole Calypso landscape. This is what makes Carnival what it is. You have the Mardi Gras, you have Camboulet, you have Juve and so on. So imagine having a carnival and you say there's no Juve. It makes no sense. And then of course you cannot have the Mardi Gras on a Thursday, on a Friday, or on any day because the Mardi Gras means something and it must be held on the Sunday. So we as the Calypsonians, I know that I speak for the rest of the Calypso fraternity when I say that we are happy that the Mardi Gras is back.
The return of the event is considered a move for cultural preservation and is expected to breathe new life into Grenada's Carnival weekend. The Mardi Gras is known for its lively and vibrant masquerade displays and is expected to be one of the spectacular highlights of the 2024 Carnival. The Calypsonian thanked Spice Mass Corporation for heeding their cries.
Congratulate the Spice Mass Corporation for keeping its promise and for seeing the wisdom and the good sense and for allowing it to prevail. You know, Carnival is always bacchanal and you always have things stirring up to cause controversy. But what I've seen as it relates to the schedule this year, I'm well thought of and I do not believe that there will be much controversy this year.
Anticipation is expected to build throughout Grenada, with locals eagerly awaiting the return of the Mardi Gras, which is expected to add an extra layer of excitement and vibrance to the 2024 Carnival celebration. Rena Thomas, GBN News.
Welcome back. The Las Adjust playing field is the chosen venue for deciding the finalists of the Independence Calypso Monarch. Beverly Tellisford will tell us more.
20 Calypsonians will go note for note at the Las Adjust playing field on Saturday, January 20th, 2024 in the Independence Calypso Monarch semi-finals. Adrian Mark, acting Chief Cultural Officer, said it was a tough task for the judges to whittle the substantial amount of submissions they received down to 20.
These 20 Calypsonians come from a submission of 60 Calypsonians. The judges had their hands filled to choose 20 Calypsonians from that 60. But they did, and I think they are very good material to have a bumper show on the 20th of January.
The submissions were judged by a panel of 3 based on lyrics, melody, rendition, and originality. No in-person performances were required for the preliminary round. The submissions were done via email or flash drive.
The judging procedure for the preliminary round happens with the song being submitted via email or flash drive, and then a panel of 3 judges will sit and listen to it coming through a high-five system. And with that now, the judging criteria used is basically the same judging criteria used for any competition, whether they are performing on stage or not, with the exception that we don't have presentations. So we have lyrics, melody, rendition, originality, but we take out presentation because there is no presentation in listening to something from a hi-fi. Okay, so we had lyrics 30 points, melody 30 points, we have rendition 15 and originality 15.
Mr. Mark said many of the selected compositions incorporated the theme for this year's independence celebrations: one people, one journey, one future.
We always ask that you do try to sing something on the independence theme, and this year, because it's a big year, the 50th anniversary of our independence, we ask that you could compose and put together something based on the theme. But at the same time, if you sing something nationalistic or patriotic or love of Grenada, that could bring you very far into the competition as well. And I think most of the songs, even though they don't say word for word the theme, this independence, but there is some reflection of the theme with some of the lyrics and composition.
The 2024 Independence Calypso Monarch will be decided at the competition's finals at the Sates Bus Terminus on January 27. 9 Calypsonians will compete against the reigning monarch, Nivian Cox, for a chance to win cash prizes of $15,000 for first place, $12,000 for second, $10,000 for third, and $8,000 for fourth place. Each finalist will receive a $3,000 appearance fee. The Calypso finals will begin at 7 p.m. For GBN News, Beverly Telesford.
The Grenada National Independence Committee has launched Up From Here, a free concert that marks Grenada's 50th independence celebration with 50 local performances, all to be held next month.
Grenada's 50th independence anniversary celebrations will include a spectacular free concert named Up From Here. The event, organized by the Grenada National Independence Committee, promises to be a musical extravaganza featuring 50 local performances. The concert is scheduled to take place at the Grenada Cricket Stadium on February 2nd. The announcement was made during the launch of the event this morning, where representatives from the Grenada National Independence Committee highlighted the significance of the concert in commemorating the nation's half-century of independence. Up From Here is not merely a music event, but a reflection of Grenada's journey, progress, and cultural richness. The choice of 50 local performances is symbolic, as it represents each year of independence and the diversity of talent that contributes to Grenada's vibrant cultural landscape. This, according to Trayvon Redhead, project manager of the event, as she highlighted some of the key aspects of the show.
Where we started versus where we're at. So the show takes the shape of how has Grenada evolved, how has our culture evolved, how has our music evolved, how has our people, we have evolved. So it's truly walking you through the different eras of Grenada and the evolution through that. And that takes the shape of folk dance presentation, soca music, calypso music, the Viniwe, I think I'm saying it right, the Viniwe dances, the Moko Jumbies. Just prepare to sit on everything that is Grenadian. It's super family friendly. We start at 8, so we're expecting moms and dads and their kids and the schools, everyone to come out, because it's going to be a full event catering to every taste bud. I guarantee that.
The Grenada Cricket Stadium, where the event will be hosted, will be transformed into a stage fitting for this grand celebration. Organizers are anticipating a massive turnout as the free concert aims to bring together communities from across the island. Minister for Culture and the Creative Economy, Adrian Thomas, spoke of the evolving nature of the creative economy in Grenada.
Actually, you do not want people to see this culture as part of something they do when they have time, in their spare time. You want it to be income generating business. You want it to operate like a business. You want people to see culture as a means of making their livelihood. And we, as a government, we understand that we have to play a very critical role in preparing the runway, putting the infrastructure in place to make sure that the artists can see their talent and make it a reality. We are prepared to put our money where our mouth is, and therefore, when the artists come to the creative affairs, they will definitely have a home, feel at home, and have somebody to rely on and put forward.
The free concert promises to be a fitting tribute to 50 years of independence, weaving together music, culture, and the shared pride of the Grenadian people. Grenada's 50th independence anniversary is expected to be an unforgettable occasion, with Up From Here leading the way. Rena P. Thomas, GBN News.
Real Value IGA Supermarket celebrates Grenada's 50th independence anniversary with a unique promotion. More in this report from Christina John.
A In honor of Grenada's Golden Jubilee of Independence, Real Value IGA Supermarket has unveiled a special promotion that not only brings discounts on local produce to shoppers, but also allows them to recognize the unsung heroes in their communities. As part of the promotion, customers can nominate someone they consider a hero in their community by sharing heartfelt stories of why this individual deserves recognition. The nomination process is facilitated through links on Real Value IGA's official websites, Instagram and Facebook pages, after which 25 persons will be selected. Each week, shoppers participating in the promotion will enjoy exclusive discounts on a variety of local products, fostering support for Grenadian businesses. Furthermore, a Real Value IGA is spreading joy by selecting 50 lucky individuals who will receive $50 vouchers to shop at the supermarket. Ken Whiteman, General Manager of Real Value, gave a breakdown of the campaign.
Our campaign themed Golden Heroes of Grenada will not only celebrate our Golden Jubilee, but also highlight the essence of our heritage, culture, and the unbreakable spirit of our community. From our dedicated policemen, nurses, to our hard-working garbage collectors, media workers, teachers, butchers, farmers, street vendors, and many others, they have made invaluable contributions to the Grenadian society. Their unwavering commitment to our community is the reason we have thrived and prospered. As a company deeply rooted in the Grenadian soil, we understand the importance of giving back to the community that has supported us throughout the years. It is our way of expressing gratitude and recognition to the selfless dedication of the local heroes. Through this campaign, we want to shed light on their stories, the sacrifice they have made, and the positive impact they had on our lives.
Real Value IGA Supermarket aims to make the 50th Independence Anniversary memorable, not just through savings, but by creating a platform to celebrate local heroes who often go unnoticed. HR Manager of Real Value, Kathleen Pascal, said,
Real Value IGA Supermarket understands the importance of giving back, and it does so daily. This commitment to the community is not just a slogan, it's a way of life for Real Value. As we celebrate 50 years of Grenada's independence, we must also celebrate the role of local businesses that have been an integral part in our journey. Real Value IGA Supermarket is a testament to the strength and resilience of the Grenadian spirit. It is a symbol of the pride we take in our local products and the dedication of our people.
The promotion begins on January 17th and will end in April. Christina John, GBN News.
The natural colors of the rainbow tree is the feature at the end of the GBN Eyesore Lens tonight.
A good eye captures all. GBN Eyesore is brought to you by Clear Vision.
Tonight's beauty of nature is the Eucalyptus declupta, located in the Black Forest area just above Vendome St. George. It is better known as a rainbow tree because of the colors displayed along the trunk. As the tree matures to a height of 200 feet or taller, the bark falls away in strips. This reveals streaks of red, orange, lime green, and even purple. The rainbow eucalyptus is native to the Philippines and Indonesia. This is the only one of its kind in Grenada. Send us your photo and video submissions via WhatsApp at 405-3052 or our other social media platforms.
youth leaders, and young people with big dreams. Now is your time. We want you to be involved in Grenada's 50th anniversary of independence.
If you're between the ages of 14 and 30, you are invited to participate in the Youth Symposium. January 19th from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. at the Radisson Beach Resort.
We're bringing together the nation's sharpest young minds for a day of innovation, collaboration, and empowerment.
Registration is free, but space is limited. Visit the Grenada Turns 50 social media pages for the registration form or speak to your school's principal.
This is not just an event, it's a movement.
The Youth Symposium for Grenada's 50th independence. Let's make history together. Because in Grenada, I can, you can, we can.
Grenada, as we celebrate 50 years of independence.
I love my Grenada.
Made in Grenada presents the celebration of 50 years of Calypso.
Open me a bill to set the night, honey.
One stage.
No, not so fast.
One show.
Music holding me, controlling.
Grenada's best Calypsonians performing Grenada's greatest hits. Sunday, February 11th, 2024 at 6 p.m. sharp. Grenada National Stadium. More information coming soon.
When the DJ play Peter Humphrey, she raise her hand and she tell me, making no place sweeter than home.
Served Grenada for decades, we are the #1 and largest electrical supplier.
Hi, welcome to Sunny Electrical. How may I help?
We offer electrical wire and accessories, tools, and appliances for all residential, commercial, and industrial applications, which is what we are known for. And we expanded our products with new innovative ways to modernize your home. New homeowners will be captivated in our lighting showrooms.
Some more pendant lights here. These are very multifunctional because they can work for kitchens, living rooms, bedrooms.
We have a wide selection of lighting, ranging from indoor to outdoor and solar. We are also available for site visit services to assist you with selecting the perfect light for your forever home. We are located at Dusty Highway in Grenada, St. George. Sudden Electrical. Best value, expert advice, quality products. We hope to see you soon.
Yes, we have rebranded and we are now called Bee's Crispy Chicken, serving you with authentic, well-seasoned fried chicken using our own secret recipe. Unlike Tom Jones and Uncle Sam, we use a blend of local herbs and spices to give you, our valued customers, delicious fried and grilled chicken at affordable prices. Our menu includes chicken and chips, wraps, salads, hamburgers, chicken burgers, fried and grilled fish, your favorite ice cream flavors, and much, much more. You can find us at XL Plaza Grand Anse and our 2 express outlets at Granby Street, St. George's and Jubilee Street, St. Andrew. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram. Order online via Yogo or call 403-8003 to order in advance. Bee's Crispy Chicken. For us, by us.
I'm a VIP. I'm a VIP.
I am a VIP. I am vaccinated. I am immunized. I am protected. Our children and nation depend on vaccination for immunization. Childhood vaccination is national priority. It is their protection from disease and sicknesses. Let's all be VIPs and safeguard our beautiful Grenada. I am DJ Blackstorm and I am a VIP health champion. Be a VIP like me.
Let's all be VIP champions.
A message from the Ministry of Health, Wellness and Religious Affairs, Be a VIP Childhood Vaccination and Immunization Campaign in collaboration with UNICEF and the Pan American Health Organization.
Get ready to mark a historic milestone. It's the 50th anniversary of Independence Gala Cocktail and Dance, Saturday, 3rd February 2024 at the Crown Ballroom Radisson, starting at 7 p.m. for the all-inclusive cost of $500. All proceeds go towards the restoration of Government House. Secure your tickets now and be a part of history. Be there at the Radisson on February 3rd, 2024, hosted by Governor General Dame Cecile La Grenade.
Tickets available at Grenadian Optical, Melville Street and Grand Anse, the 50th Anniversary Independence Committee Secretariat on the Carenage, and online at gotofet.com.
Whoa, whoa. Rock the box, we say, yeah. GBN, we say, arts and culture living, yeah. Rock the box, we say. I'm telling you, rock the box, rock the box, rock the box, we say. I'm telling you, rock the box, rock the box, rock the box, we say. We'll be jamming here on a Thursday. It's a
Welcome, viewers and listeners. Welcome back to the conversation this morning. As I told you earlier, I will be joined, and I am joined by my good friend, Assistant Commissioner of Police, the Honorable, I like to call him Honorable. He's an honorable gentleman, Honorable Vanny Corwin. Good morning, sir.
Morning, Innocent, and morning to your listeners, viewers and listeners.
Yeah.
And I'm happy to be here with you.
Any objection with the title?
No, if that's your choice of referring to me, okay with it.
All right, so how is the RGPF? We just came out of the Christmas, the Yuletide season, which was hectic. I know it, but you all did a lot of work. I must commend you all on that. The RGPF was ever present everywhere, and to be very honest, throughout the season, I haven't heard of any major incidences and so forth. So kudos to your team on that. And while at this, I'm happy that you're here because there's something that I'm seeing and I'm hearing about it. There's one unit in particular. That's what I know about. That's what people tell me about. The St. Paul's Police Station, although I can't call them St. Paul's Police Station again because they're now in Laborie. You understand? But the head of that station, Inspector Leon McQueen and his team, they are doing a lot of community work and people are talking about it. They're going out in the community and speaking with the residents. They're going to PTA meetings and engaging the students and principals and parents and so forth. And I think that is exemplary. I wish that could be used as a prototype to other stations in terms of community engagement.
Well, in fact, Innocent, this is the posturing of the RGPF, not only in the St. Paul's policing area, but across and throughout the length and breadth of Grenada. That is the mantra that we've started last year, because we recognize that the successes that we have had can only be realized through working with our communities. We have instituted a community policing officer, and that tells you how significant that track is for us.
Okay.
All stations, all police stations are mandated to have those kind of community engagement. In fact, the St. Paul's police station that you're speaking of during the Christmas and New Year, they were, visiting homes and so on. But that is being, and that's, as I said, that's the posture. Yesterday in particular, I know the officers of the Central Police Station has had a meeting with the principal and staff of GBSS with a view to see how we can work together to deal with some of the issues that are coming out of, out of the Tantine area. So it is happening. It is what's going to happen for 2024. It is the mantra for 2024. It is the security posturing of the RGPF going forward. Schools, community-based groups, individual churches, we are coming. We want to hear from you. Because at the end of the day, we don't police for ourselves. We police for the community. So it is critically important that we hear from the community, what we are doing good, what we are doing bad, take our cue from, the satisfaction or dissatisfaction of our efforts. Make the necessary changes, put the systems in place to ensure that there is community safety. And that is key for us going forward, community safety, community satisfaction. And that's where we're at.
Okay. Well, that aspect, we'll come to the guns aspect in a while, but something that has been bothering me for a while now, but even just before the Christmas season, we had so many incidents of it. Teenage girls,
that's
not coming back home.
That's a major concern for us. In fact, in the last few years, I can't remember a week that has passed and we have not put out a release asking the public for assistance in locating and finding teenage girls who, for one reason or the other, left home, ran away from home, call it what you want. This is becoming problematic for us. Most of them are not ending up being killed, and we're concerned about that. But we're also concerned about the socioeconomic factors that might be driving that trend. Why are so many teenage girls are running away from home? We have some information. We've been working with other government agencies to see how best we can deal with the situation. There are several factors as to why people run away from home. It is sad, and so I want to make the appeal this morning to parents, to teachers, to schools, to communities, that we need to do all we can to ensure that we provide the environment and the atmosphere that is conducive for family structure, for the family to embrace its own, so that we don't have an issue like that. It is concerning to us. Every time we have a report of a teenager missing or running away from home, it is a concern for us, because at the end of the day we don't know what we would find at the end.
It's a scary thing.
It is scary.
It is a scary thing, I mean, I read out the notices ever so often, and while reading it, something is boggling me. I have 2 girls. I never had that problem, but what if we had a situation a couple of years back in the Mardi Gras area, and so all these things come back to mind. And in doing your research, when these things occur, what has been the main cause for the young teenagers, leaving home and not returning?
Well, there are a number of factors that contribute towards that. The family structure is one of the issues. We have seen situation where some young girls are unsupervised, and sometimes it's not by design. We have quite a lot of single parent home, and some of these mothers have to do 2 and 3 jobs to be able to make ends meet, leaving some of the children unsupervised, and those children, embrace the opportunity to do as they please, as they feel. We've also have a few issues where there might be social issues in the home. There might be issues between husbands and wife, issues between children and parents that makes it not conducive for some children to want to be home.
They want to be anywhere else except home.
Anyway, that's right. And so there are a number of factors. For us, though, it is sad that it is looking as though it's a law enforcement issue, but we have to get involved when it gets to that. And so because of that, we have started a number of initiatives working with other interest groups, other government agencies, social services and others, that we can get into the home before the children get out of the home, if you understand what I mean. And there needs to be quite a lot of work into these areas. There are children that have challenges one way or the other. I know, you see on social media, The kids get blamed for running away, and we have all sort of negative things to say. We're trying to understand the underlying causes of the problem, and there are a number of causes in a lot of the homes that cause children not wanting to be home. And so it's just a work in progress. So we all have to come together. I know of instances where community knows of situations, sit back, look at it, and when the child leaves, members of the same community gets on social media and blast the kids.
Yeah.
You know, what are you doing about it? I remember the days when we used to say it takes a community to raise a child.
Yeah, village
you
raise
know?
a child.
I mean, that is no longer the mantra. But we all have our part to play, and we all must step up to the role and ensure that our young people, who are the future of tomorrow, is safe, secure, and can be raised and groomed into an environment that is conducive to them.
It's sad, but it's a reality. So there again, you know, police engagement with the social partners, Tyrone Buckmeyer and Legal Aid, the social services, but these efforts will be in vain, futility, if the community itself doesn't get involved.
Yeah, and absolutely. You know, we need more than law enforcement. We need more than government agencies. We need the country to raise our young people. Yeah. We blast them all the time. We say everything negative about them. But, you know, I oftentimes ask the question, what are you doing?
Yeah.
What are we doing? How is the community playing its role in raising its young people? That is where we need to get back.
Not only, you know, raising them, but who they learn from.
That's right. What examples are there, you know? Who are our role models? You know, these are some of the factors that contribute towards this, you know, this negative social issues that we're currently seeing.
All right, folks, if you're just joining us, I'm speaking with Assistant Commissioner of Police Vanny Cohen, and there will be a time when you will open up the line so that we can, you know, have your questions, concerns, and so forth. All right, the line's not open yet. I've not even said it yet, and the phone is going off. All right, let's come to the most dominating issue now. Everywhere we turn now on video, social media, and so forth, we're seeing Grenada becoming like the wild, wild west. Clint Eastwood seems to be filming a movie in Grenada now. You know, years gone by, you would hear somebody had a fight and somebody get busted. In worst case scenario, somebody get a chop. But now in simple altercations, we're having gunshots.
Yeah, what is interesting to note here is that Grenada is not isolated where that is concerned. The wider Caribbean, you know, is being sucked into the gun culture. And that is filtering down to us here in Grenada. I want to hasten to say, we don't have a gun culture. We never had a gun culture. And we're not going to sit by idly and allow Grenada to develop a gun culture. So my message to all those who peddling those guns, who harboring those legal guns or harboring people who are involved in the gun trade, we're coming for you. We're not going to allow our country to become the wild, wild west. We're not going to become like some of our neighbors. We've never had a gun culture, and we don't want to get there now. Grenada has been peaceful. We have been rated as one of the, you know, having some of the lowest crimes in the Caribbean, and we want our island to remain that way. You and I might be on the way out, but our children and our grandchildren and our great-grandchildren.
Speak for yourself. I ain't going nowhere. Way out.
Well, let me put it this way, you know. We want to ensure we leave a legacy, a platform of peace and tranquility that those coming after us can enjoy. We're not going to concede. I know there are some parts of some countries where the police cannot go. Yeah. I hate to think that we would get to the stage where that would happen here in Grenada.
I don't think so.
You know, and it takes all of us, and all of us meaning not all of the members of the IRGPF, all of us as a country, shared responsibility to ensure that the Grenada we want to see tomorrow, we work on having it in place today. It could no longer be, it's not my business. It could no longer be, well, it's for the police. It has to be all of us. Because you see, today might be your neighbor, tomorrow might be you.
It might be.
And so if you don't take the step that you need to, you know, it probably can be sad what happens. And I know a lot of people who are peddling those guns. A lot of people know who the players are. Some people choose to sit back. You know, I understand the whole issue of confidence, and people have expressed that. But I am sure there is a police officer somewhere across the length and breadth of Grenada, you can have the confidence to talk to about what you've seen and what you know without having the fear of that information being made public. So while I hear the members of the public who talks about, lack of confidence in the police force, don't tell me that the 1,000 of us that are here, you can't find one single one you can have that confidential conversation with. But we need the public to get on board, because at the end of the day, it's not a law enforcement issue, it's a Grenada issue, and we all collectively need to fight that issue together.
Okay. Someone says here, good morning. What is the government and the RGPF doing about the growth incidents of gun violence in Grenada? It hurts so much to see Grenada going down this path, and we need to act now to hold these individuals accountable. Which leads me to another concern. It's been making the rounds in the news, it's been making the rounds on social media, and I would really like to hear the RGPF's take on this. The proposed artist from a neighboring territory that has had a number of attacks on his life, but somehow escaped, and that artist is expected to perform in Grenada in the not too distant future. Is the RGPF paying any attention to that?
Let me premise my response to this question by saying this. I want to appeal now to artists in particular. You have your business, which is separate from what we do in law enforcement, but because of the growing gun trend that we're seeing in the Caribbean, because of the increased violence across the region, I want to appeal to artists that before you book an artist, before you make a down payment,
that's the promoters.
That's the promoters. Yes, thank you.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the promoters. Before you book an artist and before you pay a down payment, it might be wise to touch base with not only the police but perhaps whoever else in government that is responsible for issuing permits, etc. Whether or not it is okay for a particular artist to come here in Grenada. We have had a number of meetings last year with a number of promoters saying that we want to be partners with you in what you do, to ensure that whatever we're putting on remains safe for our citizens and safe, for Grenada. To answer your specific question, I've seen the comments. I've had a lot of responses from members of the public. The RGPF have had a lot of responses from the members of the public. The issue is receiving attention as we speak. I am not in a position to say how it's going to end, what's going to happen, but what I can tell you is that it is receiving attention. We are aware of the attempts made on the lives of the individual. We are aware of his background and his association, but I am not in a position to say whether that artist will or will not be here in Grenada. What I can tell you definitively is the fact that the application is receiving attention, and those who have to act will act one way or the other.
Okay, that's comforting. Folks, it's 27 minutes on to 8 o'clock. I'm speaking with Assistant Commissioner of Police Vanny Cohen. We take a commercial break. We'll be back after these messages. Don't you go anywhere.
On February 3rd and 4th, the Grenada Motor Club presents Grenada's 50th Independence Invitational Drags at Pearls International Speedway, St. Andrews. Come out to see our local boys compete against the fastest drag racing cars the Caribbean has to offer. There will be special entertainment from one of the Caribbean's top drifters and live performances from one of our local artists. February 2nd is the welcome party at Lavo Lanes. February 3rd, Test and Tune at Pearls International Speedway. And February 4th, drag race finals. Contact us at Grenada Motor Club 473@gmail.com. Grenada's 50th Independence Invitational Drags, February 3rd and 4th at Pearls International Speedway. This will be an epic one.
Get ready, football fans. This is your invitation to the most thrilling football event to kick off the new year. Welcome to the Sandals GFA National Under-15 Tournament. The semi-finals are ready to ignite Montrouge playing field in Grandin, St. George, and you're invited to witness the excitement. Mark your calendars for Saturday, January 13th. The first electrifying match kicks off at 1 p.m. sharp, featuring the dynamic St. John Sport taking on Eagles Super Strikers. Feel the passion, witness the skill, and cheer cheer for your favorites. But wait, there's more. At 3 p.m., the action continues with St. Andrews Football League, clashing with the formidable GBSS FC. It's a battle of strategy, strength, and sheer willpower. You don't want to miss a single moment of this epic showdown. And then the grand finale. Join us again on Saturday, January 20th for the championship match. The stakes are higher and the excitement is at its peak. Best part, admission is absolutely free. Bring your friends, family, and every football enthusiast you know. It's a celebration of talent, teamwork, and the spirit of youth football. So are you ready to be part of the action? We'll see you at Moulin Rouge Playing Field on Saturday 13th and Saturday 20th January for the Sandals GFA National Under 15 Tournament. Let the games begin.
Get ready to mark a historic milestone. It's the 50th anniversary of Independence Gala Cocktail and Dance, Saturday, 3rd February 2024 at the Crown Ballroom Radisson, starting at 7 p.m. for the all-inclusive cost of $500. All proceeds go towards the restoration of Government House. Secure your tickets now and be a part of history. Be there at the Radisson on February 3rd, 2024, hosted by Governor General Dame Cecile La Grenade.
Tickets available at Grenadian Optical, Melville Street and Grand Anse, the 50th Anniversary Independence Committee Secretariat on the Carenage, and online at gotofet.com.
Switch to a Ready Cash loan today. Bring your loan to us and get 25% off. Get flexible payment terms, fast approval, and hassle-free service, so you can do all the important things you need with ease. All you need is your ID, proof of address, payslip, job letter, and 2 references. Visit us in-store or apply online at www.shopcourts.com. Courts Ready Cash. We are ready when you are. Conditions apply.
I want you to control your anger. There's a way to feel better. That's one thing to remember. No matter where you are, you can be a star. Stop and take a deep breath and relax yourself. Take another deep breath and relax it, and relax it. Eliminate violence.
Welcome back, viewers and listeners. It's 22 minutes on to 8 o'clock. It's amazing how time flies when we're doing good stuff. But once again, if you're just joining us, I'm joined on the program this morning by Assistant Commissioner of Police Vanny Cohen, and we're just talking on a number of issues that are current and pertinent. One of the issues, ACP, is the street vending. How is that? I know there were, a lot of concerns were raised during our Christmas, interactions and so forth. How is that going on?
So far, very well.
Okay, that's good news.
And I want to take the opportunity to say this, because I think there is a misconception on what we're doing and what we're trying to achieve. While we understand that it is necessary for some people to make a livelihood, it is also illegal. Street vending is also illegal. And so we have allowed it for a while because, we understand the socioeconomic situation that we're in. People, want to make a dollar, want to, live comfortable. But we have to have a balance between those who sell on the street and those who use the sidewalk, to get by. We have people who are disabled. We have people, one way or the other having difficulties maneuvering. And what sidewalk vending does, it pushes the pedestrian into the road to be knocked down, and that we cannot allow to happen. So for Christmas, we've started this initiative of cleaning up the sidewalk, particularly in St. George's. I think we've done an incredible job. I mean, if you've been to St. George's in recent days, you'll realize the streets are free for pedestrians to walk. The marketplace is for vending. And we have realized that a lot of the booths in the market are empty. And is empty by design, because most of the people who sell on the streets, they have booths, in the market. See, but they come on the street because it's easier perhaps to make the dollar. And while we understand that, if you have a place to vend in the place designated for you and allow the sidewalk for the purpose for which it was, it is intended, which is for the pedestrian to walk. So we're going to continue this initiative. So we want to implore on vendors that the market square is available for your business. We have also created a space down at Melville Street, from the fish market going down. That whole area there, we've reserved that for those who want to vend, and don't have a booth in the market. Or even if you have a booth in the market and you need an alternative place, you can use that area. But to just set up shop in and about any street in St. George's is not acceptable. Right? We have refrained from laying charges because, as I indicated before, our community engagement is paramount in 2024. We want to work with the community. We want to speak a lot more. We want to engage a lot more. That's the kind of policing that bring the results that we want. Not necessarily arrest and charge for everything that happens. And so we are appealing to the vending public in St. George's, in particular, use those designated spots that are available to you. But there's a bigger issue here. I've been recently asked to serve on a committee of planning division, where illegal construction, illegal vending, illegal setting up of structures across the country is going to be looked at. Now, I am not the PRO for that entity, so I am just taking the liberty here to sensitize the public that it is not well and okay to just set up shop any way you feel to. In some cases, they're around corners. In some cases, they create parking that affect the free flow of traffic, and those need to be looked at. We're a country of laws. There has to be organization in the way we do things. There's a proper way to do everything, and we want to be able to do things properly and not just ad hocly set up business any way you choose to. Being oblivious to the inconveniences that you're causing to members of the public, to other motorists, etc., etc. So that's a call for people who have structures set up in places that is problematic. Take a look at it, because if you don't, the planning division will.
Okay, so does that take into consideration, like, you drive from St. George's on an evening or afternoon, on the way up, you'll find a lot of barbecue stands and little booths here and there. All these things would be taken into consideration?
This initiative also concerns some of those, but I want to let me put this in perspective. There are a lot of people who would just set up a barbecue stand without having a health certificate. Now, while it's okay to stop and be able to get some barbecue, have you considered the health risks involved? Are these people, have they had, do they have license for Ministry of Health? Have they been checked out? There are certain things that needs to be done to be able to establish those kind of businesses. So this is not about taking people out of business or taking bread out of people's mouth. It's about doing it the right way, doing the right things. Ensure you have your health certificate. Ensure that you get permission from the people that you need to. Ensure that the lands that you're setting up these businesses on, you have permission so to do. We want people to excel in the entrepreneurship, but we want it to be done properly. We want it to be done getting all of the necessary permissions and permits that are necessary to ensure that your business continues.
Okay. All right. Well, it's now 16 minutes on to 8 o'clock. We'll start engaging the conversation deeper now by interacting with our audience. We have a caller on the line. Let's go to the telephone line. Good morning, caller.
How are you? Good morning, Mr. Joseph. How are you?
I'm good. Welcome to the program.
Can you hear the rain? Raindrops are falling on my... You heard it? Listen, Mr. Cohen, good morning. Greetings.
Good morning, sir.
I trust that all is well. I hear you speak there, Mr. Cohen, and it saddens me to hear some of your last utterances, What you told the people of this here country is that over the years, and I must indeed remind you that for 13 years I've been clamoring for my rights to circulate on the sidewalks of the tongue of my own country. You just told us that you deliberately and premeditatedly allow these people to break the law because they had to, quote unquote, eat a food. No, this is in effect, Mr. Cohen, sir, dereliction of duty. I think you have to get, but I don't know what to do now, but I mean, it's sad. Listen, I'm one of the people who have been mostly abused on that sidewalk, along Halifax Street, along Granby Street, all over for the past 13 years. And now to hear you saying that, it really does pain me. That's why I tell you, we have to reconstitute this nation, Mr. Cohen, Mr. Joseph. Grenadians, we have to reconstitute this nation, because the police does things, do or does whichever you can, to suit them and to aid and abet in the corruption of the politicians, and that is sad for the country. I hope that we reading into this thing that is happening in this country and understand that the only way we can correct things in this is to reconstitute this nation. Thank you very much. I thought I'd say it for what it's worth. Have a nice day, will you?
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Rulo. But you made a statement, Mr. Rulo, which I will not repeat. But I think you kind of hit the nail on the head in something that you have said that I wouldn't repeat. Cleaning up the sidewalk, while it is a law enforcement responsibility, it is above and beyond now sometimes. And so we pushed. So when I talk about allowing it, I don't mean that we
Is it safe to say that the action to eradicate it was above your pay grade?
And I want to also be careful how I say that too, but I think you get the picture.
Yes.
But I think different people, different times, different strategic intention, things do happen. Okay. So what doesn't happen in 10 years doesn't mean that it wouldn't happen
in a day.
Okay.
We have another caller on the line. Good morning, caller.
Good morning, Mr. Joseph. How are you doing, sir?
I am good.
Good morning, Mr. Cohen.
Good morning.
Dabrio here from the National CSUT. No, I am not calling with anything for you, Mr. Cohen. Something just came to our attention, a scam. So I am just throwing out something. If anybody has a contact number for a Bridget Fletcher, please have her give me a call, 414-7297. 414-7297. If she wants to reach out to us on WhatsApp, 423-2478, that's the CSUT number. But there is an active scam that is actually running right now in her name on Facebook, and we need to have a conversation with her as soon as possible. So that is Bridget Fletcher. Mr. Cohen, you continue doing your thing. I've been following you quite a bit. There's just one little thing, by the way. I think when it comes to some of the electronic crimes, infringement, some of these things, I wish the RGPF and whoever else, have that information, would put it out so people are aware, because we're still seeing instances of invasion of privacy and so forth. But I think some people do not realize that these things are being prosecuted, people are being fined and so forth. But other than that, kudos to the RGPF and the job that's you've been doing, and Inspector Noel and her team. Have a good day, man.
Thank you, caller.
Thank you very much. I do appreciate that. I can give you the assurance that 2024 is the year of engagement. So a lot of what have not been done in the previous years, you will see rollout of new initiatives, in information sharing, communicating with the public, bridging that gap. So yes, I take your point, and I appreciate your comments.
Okay. We do have another caller. Good morning, caller. Welcome.
Good morning to you, gentlemen, and both of you. You know me,
Tony J.
Personally. How are you doing?
Not bad at all.
Three quick things, and I'm seeking maybe just an outlook from you. ACP, I'll say, instead of just Vanny, like I used to in years gone by. Out of respect and everything like that. First off, going back to young girls leaving their homes, one of the things that was raised last year was a concern also about young girls being noticed drinking hard liquor. That is something that is more and badly enough associated with our younger men. But the girls apparently were catching up, and some people were even thinking bypassing, and I'll comment on that. 1. 2, in kind of relation to it, with these shows that come up when Vanny mentioned about certain artists, when you asked him about it, and certain artists coming in to perform at certain concerts, etc. And some young people might actually find this attractive, because when an artist is involved in something, that is perhaps not too much on the legal side, it can be brought across as something that is radical. And therefore, to a young person, some people may think that attractive and want to be a part of a show like that all the more. In terms of the vendors on the sidewalk, well, just making an appeal that the people, our senior citizens especially, when they have to move by, those with physical impairments, and not just sight, but sight included, of course. So those are just three things I'm putting down for comment.
Thank you very much, Tony.
And have a great morning.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Tony is more than just a friend of mine. That's my schoolmate. That's my classmate. Okay. So we go back a lot of years.
Well, he's my brother.
Yeah. So thanks for the concern, Tony. The first thing I want to address what he has said is the issue of the drinking. You notice that I avoided being specific when I was dealing with some of the young girls that are running them. I stayed on the side of social and economic issues. Yeah. Those are loaded. Yeah. You have to unpack what I mean when I said social and economic issues. Yeah. And those are some of the issues that Tony is raising. Yeah. We have seen some of those. We have seen the drinking, the smoking. Yeah. So not all homes that these kids are coming from are bad homes. I can tell you there are some homes that are, decent homes, but kids, the influence, the peer pressure, those issues have its place in what we're seeing. Yeah, I've known parents who came to me, literally crying tears, how they raise their kids properly. And I know some of these families, but children just choose to take their own path sometimes, and that happens.
Cultural interferences.
That happens. So Tony is spot on. I didn't want to be specific, so I loaded it by saying social issues, but he's correct. The artist thing that he spoke of. Some of the artists that are coming here are trending, and by that I mean, if you look at what we're trying to deal with here with the gun culture. If you go on YouTube and you look at some of the songs that is sung by some of these artists,
videos,
exactly. Yeah. And so this is another appeal that I want to make to our young artists, those particularly in Grenada, because we're seeing Grenadian artists are following that trend as well. You can be an artist, you can make music, but your music don't have to take that path. It doesn't have to be about gun and violence. You see cutlasses in videos and guns being, presented in videos, and the question is, who benefits from that?
Yeah, I was watching something that a network shows, and they were showing on the television how to make a gun, and I'm like, wow, what is this? Nonetheless, May says, good morning. It is assumed that some of the guns entering the country is by yacht, and the small cubs, the cubs that we have all about the place. What is being done to control this?
Well, to this caller, you have to appreciate the porousness of our borders. We can't be all places at all times. And I don't think, we can implement any system that is going to get all the guns that are likely to come here. I mean, look at Grenada, we're an island. Yeah. We're surrounded by the sea. We see yachts in every nook and cranny of our island. So it's impossible to arrest the situation in all cases. But there are some initiatives that are currently afoot. We're hoping that those initiatives will bear the kind of fruits that we want to see. There's some things that are going to be happening in our ports and elsewhere that's going to give us an advantage in dealing with some of these of these illegal guns. We know how some of them are coming in. The technology to deal with it is what we're working on, and I'm sure that perhaps in 2024 we'll have a better handle on what currently exists.
We have a caller. Good morning, caller.
Hello, good morning.
Welcome to the program.
Yeah, I have a little issues.
You need to turn the volume of whatever you're using down.
Yeah.
All right, thank you.
Mm-hmm. I have a problem in coming from St. Paul's, right on the corner by Lavelle Junction there. I see they put on a boot selling, filled alcohol or whatever they're selling across, right on the corner there. I wonder what the police doing with that, if there is proper to put that thing right on the corner there to create accident.
Okay. Thank you, caller.
In answer to your question, caller, we are aware of it. It is receiving attention, and that is all I am going to say at this point. Not only this one, I spoke of several others in different places that we are currently looking at. Because while we understand the need for livelihood, you cannot concentrate on livelihood at the expense of the general public. Yeah? You put people's lives at risk. People's parking to patronize your business. They're parking around a corner, long lines of vehicles. So it's not only in that area, but I urge you to keep your eyes and ears open and look for the action of not only the RGPF, but other government entities as we roll out in 2024.
One of the concerns, we're out of time already. Could you imagine this? Before we take that next caller, the Christmas holiday season, we had an influx of traffic. But is it because of the proactive stance of the RGPF? We did not have many accidents reported.
I want to first say kudos to our motoring public. I believe they heed all of the advices that were provided by law enforcement. We're grateful for that and we thank you for that. But yes, we were a bit more proactive in 2023. We've put more police officers in the street. We ran more operations. We do more traffic check. We do more stop and search. Because at the end of the day, as I indicated earlier, it's about the safety for people. And we put information out, and it's heartening when information goes out and people, heed those advice, those warnings. And we believe that our motoring public did that in 2023. While we had more vehicles on our roads in 2023, we've had less accidents.
And that's good. All right, folks, it's 3 minutes away. We're just about wrapping up. In wrapping up, going forward, we did a nice postmortem of the Christmas season, and any new initiatives the RGPF is going to roll out in 2024? Independence is around the corner and everything like that. Any operations, special operations and so forth?
Well, we're hoping to have a very good display in the parade for our 50th anniversary. There are some initiatives that we're working on, some of which I wouldn't want to talk about yet. All geared, though, not into making our citizens, but not making it burdensome for our citizens, but ensuring that there is greater safety. There is more concern about a lot of things in Grenada. We've looked back at 2022, 2021, 2023, what we did right, what we could have done better. And in 2024, there are a number of initiatives that we know we can do better to ensure greater safety, greater tranquility, greater peace in our Tri-Island state. And so 2024 is an exciting year for law enforcement. It's the year when we have set a number of targets that we're hoping to achieve, all geared towards ensuring that we remain the envy of the Caribbean, the envy of the sub-region, and that our crimes remain where it is and start trending in the other direction.
The downward direction. Let me put you on the spot. Is it safe for me to say, and the general public to deduce, that administrative policies and principles make it more effective for the RGPF to function at this time?
Well, that's a political question, but I'll try to answer it.
I never use that word. I never say politics.
Innocent, it is always important that the tone for security is set at the executive level.
Okay.
Because at the end of the day, we are creatures of statute, yes, but then there is the upper level of control, Ministry of National Security, the government of the day. So that sets the tone as to where we go and where we cannot go. Though we are creatures of statutes, if our hands are tied for whatever reason, then we can only do so much. Yeah, but when you have a government, when you have a Ministry of National Security that gives you the tools, the resources, the enabling environment to operate independent of everybody else, then you can do what you have to do. You can do what you were set up to do, what you're mandated to do. And there's a level of freedom for RGPF to do what we have to do, and we're doing that, and that's why I can speak of initiatives and successes, and because I think there is a freeness, if I should use that word, for police to do what police has to do without interference, without anybody determining the scope, the depth, the length, the breadth of what we do. And that can only augurs well for our citizens and for our country. So I hope I said that without getting myself into trouble.
Of course not. You're not in any trouble. You said it as it is. ACP Cohen, thank you for dropping by this morning. We've exhausted our time, and as you know, the GBN is always the home of the RGPF whenever you need to. And when we find you're taking too long to pay us a visit, we'll summons you here because we want to know what's happening as it relates to the security of our Tri-Island state. So I'd like to, thank you for being a part, and kudos once again to the rank and file of the RGPF. Keep on doing what you're doing. And again, I continue to emphasize the importance of the community policing. I really like that initiative. I really want to see that pushed more. I want to see more police presence in the community, not only when somebody gets chopped or some accident or so. Let the police and the civilians, be in one. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. I just want to end by thanking the public for all of the support that they have given us in 2023. We couldn't do it without you. The constituency, and we're happy that many of you take the opportunity to call in to us, come in to see us, send us note, provide information that allow us to boast of the successes that we have had. So thank you to members of the public. Thank you to the media for hosting us over the year. And we're really grateful for that, and we look forward for it in 2024.
Folks, that's it where we've got to wrap the program for the morning. Thanking the RGPF's ACP Vanny Cohen for joining us this morning on this informative segment. Those of you who participated one way or the other, thank you very much for your participation. And if the good Lord spare our lives, we'll do it again tomorrow, same time, same place, same frequencies, channels, platforms. Be good to yourself. Love your neighbor as yourself. I love you.